What's good, YouTube? It's your boy AD.
KO.
MC.K.
And this is our channel where we say what we think.
But don't take it too serious.
Because
we might be wrong. So man, let's start off with what you guys want to start off with? The comedians. Start off light. So pretty much the reason I got the question was that I asked, I didn't really know how to specifically word it, but I put, do comedians get away with too much just because they are comedians and they have that title? Or should it just be no line, it's just whatever.
Is this something that started with the Kevin Hart roast?
That's where the question sparked for me, because I've been seeing the outrage off of Tony Hinchcliffe. I know that he had the George Floyd joke, which I probably could put the video if I find it. I could probably just put the little snippet, clip it, and then put it down here. But there was a lot of other jokes made. I think there was a Charlie Kirk joke. There's other, there's the racial jokes, that fly.
A lynching joke.
It was a lynching joke, yeah. So
they said Kevin Hart came in on a boat that was in a bottle. A slave boat.
That's crazy. Yeah. So, and mind you, a lot of these like roasts and stuff, some on like the Netflix roast or like some of the old roasts, a lot of the writers, I mean, there's a team of writers,
yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
20, I think it's like 20 people.
But a lot of them be white.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, who making these jokes?
I remember,
you know what I mean?
With Favorite Flav.
Yeah.
Dirty not the whole time.
Yeah, but I've heard, which is crazy. But I heard a lot of the writers on these. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know. I might be wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know who wrote for the Netflix one specifically, but that's something to look into. You know what I mean? Who's writing the jokes, because that tells everything as well.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then it makes it seem more like it's kind of weird. You know what I mean?
I see a video of Dr. Umar going crazy about all this.
Yeah, he had his notes and everything. He had his notes, and I respect it though, because it's like. And that's where the question stems from of, do you feel like comedians get away with too much just because they have the title as a comedian? Or do you think it's like...
I think it brings...
You think it depends?
I think it goes both ways, because like,
right.
Not only does it bring awareness to like what people are thinking, but it also brings people together, because like you can make light of it even though it's a tragedy.
Right.
Make light of it even though I don't know if it's wrong or right. Like, because black people do it to white people too. Right. Mexican people, they talk shit about races. Like,
but I think in this case, for me personally, I think it's like, because I like the stereotype jokes, like for all races, because I do the same thing. Yeah. Like I one of our Asian coworkers. I mean, I'm not gonna put no names out there, you know what I mean? But she was talking to another Asian customer, and then I was standing right there, and then I told her after the lady left, I looked at her, I was like, damn, I thought I was watching an episode of anime right now. Like, but she laughed like it was funny, you know what I mean? I said the same exact joke to one of my Mexican workers. I said, damn, I thought I was watching Telemundo. Like, but it's just like stereotypical fun. Like we all do that shit, when you get close to people, we all make jokes about like I grew up with a diverse friend group, so we all make racist ass jokes to each other. Like I got a friend who's Arab, and we been making crazy jokes like about bombs and shit. So it's like we make those jokes when you're I'm sure everyone can relate to their friend group. Everyone makes those type of jokes. I think, but the shit got to be funny though. Like the George Floyd one was like, for a roast, this shit kind of was random.
It was definitely random. I feel like it was just thrown in there.
It seemed like it was thrown in there just for just to get people riled up. Yeah. And it did what it was supposed to do. That was the number one thing talked about. And no one talked about, people talked about Cat Williams and them squashing their beef and stuff. But other than that, that was the main thing that was talked about, was the George Floyd joke. You know what I mean? So I think, like if you're roasting that, what does that got to do with anything though? That's my only thing. Like it's got to be funny and it's got to hit. And that shit didn't hit. That was more of like,
I ain't hear the joke.
It was like, I got to find the clip.
We'll insert the joke right here.
Yeah, we'll insert the joke, you know what I mean? So you can...
Kevin, the black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
But it just didn't really like hit. It seem like it was more for rage baiting, like type of like get people a little riled up. Yeah. And I'm all for comedy crossing that line, but it's got to hit though.
Yes.
And if it don't hit, then it's like...
It definitely, yeah. I feel like that situation, all with everything you said and all that, is definitely correct. I grew up in all that stuff on comedians. I love comedy and all that good stuff.
Right.
So like I understand the whole joking, and like people making fun of Michael Jackson, people made fun of Tyson.
Right. Yeah.
So definitely current events and all that stuff that other people look at, or like past events and all that that's going on during that time that people make fun of. I understand all that. But I feel like this time with the George Floyd thing, it was like, oh, well, the joke, like it just didn't need to be in there. Like,
yeah, it's kind of random. Like
even with the Cat Williams and the Kevin Hart thing and all that stuff, everything Cat Williams says, things he's been saying. The reason that was cool is because he's saying everything he's been saying to Kevin Hart right there and then they squash the beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a joke. And if anybody knows Kevin Hart, when he drinks, he goes off with people. Like, he definitely has.
Yeah, he be roasting and shit. Yeah.
But if it's a roast and you talk about the person in front of you, like, I think that's
what I'm saying. Yeah,
you literally grab and you literally reach to try to make a story and
like, bro, like George Floyd ain't got nothing to do with this at all. Like,
y'all think,
or anybody did really in that aspect. Like, no one needs to be brought up in a roast.
Yeah, it was
like, I'm roasting you. I'm not roasting.
Yeah, it was just a lot. I mean, you could bring other people in there, like, oh my god, like if somebody said something about Kevin Hart being small, and they brought in, they talk about other small people or something like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. It's a roast, so I'm not too sensitive and all that stuff about it. It was just that part. Some parts in there were like, oh damn, like I had Regina Hall face the whole time too.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like when it's not funny though. When it's not funny, like it don't hit. You know, and I think that's the part about bringing certain comedians together. We might be used to or having certain humor from others, but then others, their humor don't hit for a certain audience.
Do you think
what I mean? That could be it too.
Race and all this stuff too? Like who's saying it? If it was
that's a big thing too. Who said it is a big thing. Yeah.
I think it would be the same energy if a black person was talking about the Holocaust, making jokes about the Holocaust.
I think so. Oh yeah, they would have to apologize. Jewish people don't play.
That would be anti-Semitism.
Yeah. That's true though, and that's my point. When anytime it's a black thing, like for instance, like right, and I think that's one of Kanye's thing was like, you know, it's like we could say anything about, you know, black killing, black this, black the lynchings, et cetera, or anyone say the N-word. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, you know. Yeah. Just don't say it next time.
Yeah.
But it's like as soon as you say anything about anybody else,
you
gotta apologize. Your name is everything get canceled. Your endorsements, like you said, everything is done.
That's the thing.
But it's like we gotta start doing that shit, bro. Like lay the law down. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like hold people accountable because then it's like, okay, everyone else get away with that shit, but why do we never
get away with it? Yeah. And we know how to like let shit go.
Because it's kind of like we don't care. Like
but then
But it's not fair.
What if it's not fair? Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
We should care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should care. Yeah.
Especially somebody like that saying something crazy like that, whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Like really like do a lot. Like saying these jokes about George Floyd and all that stuff. You could definitely see them get to that point because I've seen other shows and all with them where they're like almost there or like almost say that and word. Like I remember, I think somebody said Wigger or something like that.
Or Ninja.
The
same dude. Yeah, same dude.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and the thing is,
they're right there. Like you're right there. You know your audience and all that stuff.
And the thing is, I don't like that. Me personally, I don't like that style of roasting. I've seen Tony Hinchcliffe's actual show. Like he, there's another comedian named David Lucas, kind of like bigger and black. And I think he wrote on this one, if I'm not mistaken. But he goes on the show, but they roast each other. Mm-hmm. Like they be roasting each other like crazy. Like, and that should be funny though. Yeah, he has like.
Does he had a show where he invites other comedians?
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So like the show was actually good. Like it's funny. Like, and I've seen him roast in that way, and I like that type of roasting better. I don't like pre-written.
It's like battle rap.
Yeah, I don't like, but battle rap is different though. Like, but pre-written roast jokes.
Yeah.
It just, to me personally, I don't really. It's not that I don't. Maybe because it's a cultural thing. Mm-hmm. We grew up, you know, you roasting on the fly. You know, your shoes, how you look, you know, this and that. Like, that's the type of roasting I like.
Most
you know what I mean?
Like written. Though.
I don't like, but I'm talking about written roast. Like, the shit don't, it seems, it's too like, I don't like scripted roasting.
Yeah.
I like roasting when a motherfucker just start, like, you walk into a room like, hey, look at this, you know what I mean? They start, like, getting on you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the type of roasting I like. So, but
I don't know how to do that.
Huh?
I don't think white people know how to do that.
No, but the Tony Hinchcliffe, if you watch his show, like he can do that. Yeah. I seen him do it. You know what I mean? So like, and that's the thing. Like I actually like he has funny moments. You know what I mean? So I'm not like getting on him specifically. Yeah. It's more of a general, question. You know what I mean?
If it wasn't for that, I feel like the roast would have went well. If it wasn't for certain things that were said.
Right. Yeah.
Because Kevin Hart is definitely funny.
Yeah. And then I think Steven Jackson came out and talked about it like. You know, it hits different. Like, you know, everything's all fun and games until it's someone that in your family who got murdered or, you know what I mean? So, like, and I was like, damn, that's kind of deep, you know what I mean? Because it's true. Like, obviously, it's a world event, so anything can be talked about. Mm-hmm. And it's not really off limits. But it's the same thing of you gotta, watch what things come with it. You know what I mean, of what you say. You know what I mean. So you gotta, I guess, suffer any type
I remember
of
somebody else said
consequence.
something about George Floyd. It was like a whole thing with like I think Beasley. Oh no, not Beasley. Who do battle against Beasley all the time?
Michael Beasley. Oh, Lance Stevenson.
Lance Stevenson.
Oh, okay.
Because that was like his cousin or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a whole thing and all that stuff. And they were like,
No, Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson.
He's the one who I think that's his like.
Cousin.
Yeah.
They look alike.
Yeah. They look exactly the same. Yeah. He came out and talked about that.
Talked about it and all that stuff. So it's certain things that you don't talk about with people, especially after they pass or something like that. It's kind of like a diss on rap. It's like certain. Once you take it to that level, or you say something about somebody who's gone or something like that, then you gotta face that consequence. Yeah. It's like
you crossing there's a certain line that like, and that's the thing about comedy too, because like I don't mind the line being crossed because I think it was a comedian that said it. I don't know if it was like Patrice O'Neal or someone like where it's like
I see Marlon Wayne
like you crossed like if there's a line, cross it.
Yeah.
And if in the audience, you're gonna have 50% that's like, oh, this is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 50 that's like, man, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what you want. You know what I mean? You want, that to push that. No, you good. You want to push that, the envelope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I've also seen somebody else too. I forgot the comedian and all that stuff. And it was like, if you don't like the joke or anything like that, whatever, you can change the channel. And I agree with that 100%. If you don't like something and all that stuff, you don't have to sit there and get yourself all worked up and mad.
Right.
But I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand some of these jokes were like crazy.
Yeah.
But sometimes like where we get these names like Karen and all that stuff from, you were literally sitting there, or like for example, like this Drake thing. People really don't like Drake or anything like that, but the people who hate on Drake that don't like Drake would still go listen to Iceman and then listen to the whole album and then give a review after. If you don't like it, don't listen. If you don't like something, don't write in the comments.
And it's okay to listen to both.
Channel,
and I said this on my story, my fault. It's okay to listen to, even for like Kendrick and Drake. It's okay to listen to both. Yeah. None of us know these people personally, right?
You don't know.
Realistically, and it's okay to do a review. You could be unbiased in your review. You don't have to hold the biasness. Like if you don't like somebody. Like, I mean, you'll see our review. I think it'll be out by the time this video is out. So you'll see our review. It'll be on anyone that's on the Might Be Wrong page. It'll be under the collaboration. So it'll be on this page. You'll see it. And, you were saying some things, you know what I mean? Just because you might not like or like no, that's the thing. But there's certain things that you might not like about a person. Mm-hmm. But art is art. We could review your art with no bias.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's whatever feelings I have for somebody else. You know what I mean? I might think a way about R. Kelly, but his music is banging.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? So like
he did it too.
Yeah, the same thing with Diddy. You know what I mean? It's like,
had a good show.
Yeah, I'm still watch Cosby reruns. Yeah, and exactly. Like I think two things could be right. Like your legacy could be shot, but at the same time you still brought something, you know what I mean, to the table. Yeah. So two things could be right. I don't think you ruined it for your whole career but yeah.
That's why I really agree with our name. Like we might be wrong. Like I think I definitely enjoy that because like you said, we could have our own opinion. We might be wrong about something because no matter what you do, like I said in the Iceman review, no matter if you like this side over here, somebody's gonna hate you on this side. If you like this side, somebody's gonna hate you from this side. No matter what you do.
No matter what. And what we're talking about right now, someone's gonna be like, man, fuck that, man. You guys should be, so someone's always gonna be saying something, bro. Yeah. So and even the George Floyd thing too, like for me, it was a little like I didn't really like it only because at that time I was in Minnesota. I was living out there. And I wasn't that far from where everything happened. You know what I mean? I have pictures too. I went over to like some of the peaceful protests and like went in that area. So I was like, that shit hit deep for me because I'm like, nah, like it's the same thing like if someone made a joke about Kobe. It's like certain people I'm like, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's just certain certain things where it's like, yo, maybe a little bit off limits, like you said, Holocaust, like certain things that might have to be. I think comedy, anything goes, but same thing with battle rap. Some things, it's like that unwritten, unspoken rule.
Man,
some things,
family during battle rap.
Right.
They don't care, see that.
No, but
there's a limit.
There's a limit though. I think most battle rappers do.
People dead, moms.
Yeah, but that's only like Arsenal. There's only like a couple of battle rappers that actually. Yeah. Like if you're battling Arsenal, he gonna probably talk about your dead auntie. Like
no matter what you say, you be like, don't leave this out the contract. Some people write it down like you can't talk about this.
Yeah. In the contracts, they're like, like
there's consequences after some of those people who do that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You might, we had to see me after this battle. I'm not gonna fuck up the check. But after this battle, we're gonna have to step up to the side.
It's not during battle rap.
Right.
Whatever. But then you can't get mad when I push you back.
No, like, not at all. Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So,
hell yeah.
What's next? Gang go.